First words with Peppa Pig. Level 5. Tidying up. Meet Peppa, George, Mummy Pig, and Daddy Pig. Learn, better, carry, clean, done, draw, hold, keep, kind, long, much, shall, together. Read, paper, dinosaur. Peppa and George like to play together. They have so much fun. One day, they were playing dolls and dinosaurs. "You hold Mr. Dinosaur and I shall hold my doll," said Peppa. "Dinosaur," said George. Dolls and dinosaurs was fun, but Peppa and George soon wanted to play with lots of other toys. They made a lot of mess. Oh no! There were books to read, paper to draw on, and toys to play with all around the room. "There is so much mess in this room, we had better clean up," said Daddy Pig. "But we want to carry on playing together," said Peppa. "The room will look much better once the cleaning is done. It will not take long," said Daddy Pig. "What kind of game is this? We need to clean up this room," said Mummy Pig. "But George and I want to carry on playing together," said Peppa. "Hold on, Peppa," said Mummy Pig. "We shall all clean up together. When it is done, we can play together." "Peppa and I shall clean up Peppa's toys together. Daddy and George can carry the rest to the toy basket together," said Mummy Pig. "We will win," said Peppa. "I think it will be a draw," said Daddy Pig. They all began to clean up.
Wow!
They put all kinds of toys into the toy basket. "Keep going, Peppa. Tidy all of your toys and we will be done," said Mummy Pig. "I want to win. I do not want to draw," said Peppa. Daddy Pig found George's dinosaur book. "Shall we read this together, George?" he said. "It is very kind of you to read to George, but you had better keep going, Daddy. We are not done yet," said Mummy Pig. "Keep going, we will soon be done," said Mummy Pig. Together, they put the last toys in the toy basket. Peppa and George's race was a draw.
Hooray!
Now the room was clean and tidy. "That is much better. It did not take long when we worked together," said Mummy Pig. "I hope you will keep it clean for a long time," said Daddy Pig. "We shall," said Peppa. "It was kind of you to help us clean up." "Shall we draw on paper together now, George?" asked Peppa. "Dinosaur," said George. "Okay, we shall play dolls and dinosaurs. It is a fun kind of game." "We had better find my doll and Mr. Dinosaur," said Peppa. Peppa and George started to get all kinds of toys out of the toy basket. "Hold on," said Daddy Pig. But it was too late. "Ha ha ha ha! You did not keep the room clean for long," said Mummy Pig. "We shall have so much fun cleaning up together again," said Peppa. The end. Read it yourself with Peppa Pig. Camping trip. Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are going on holiday. Look, says Peppa. Here's Daddy. Hooray, says Mummy. And look, he has a camper van. They all jump in the camper van. Off we go, says Daddy. We're going on a holiday, sings Peppa. We are going on a holiday in a camper van. But Daddy Pig is lost. Along comes Grandad Dog. Can you help us? Asked Peppa. We are lost. Have you looked at your sat-nav? Asked Grandad Dog. What is a sat-nav? Asked Daddy Pig. A sat-nav helps you find your way, says Grandad Dog.
Wow!
He looks in the camper van and finds a sat-nav for Daddy. The sat-nav tells Daddy the way to go. We're going on a holiday, sings Peppa. We're going on a holiday in our camper van. But the camper van is out of oil. Daddy Pig looks for the engine, but he cannot find it. Along comes Mummy Sheep. Can you help us? Asked Peppa. We cannot find our engine. Mummy Sheep finds the engine in the back of the camper van. Daddy Pig puts oil in the engine and off they go. Look, says Mummy Pig. We are here. Hooray, says Peppa. Time for bed, says Mummy Pig. But what about our beds? Asked Peppa. Our beds are back at home. Just look here, Daddy Pig tells Peppa, and he presses a big button. Out comes a big bed for Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig.
Wow!
Daddy Pig presses a little button. And here are your beds, he says. This time, two little beds come out for Peppa and George. George and Peppa jump into the little beds. I like this camper van, says Peppa. It is just like home. Good night, says the sat-nav. Good night, says Peppa. The end. Peppa Pig, the Castle. Peppa and George were once on their way to see an old castle. They were going to walk round the castle. Once we get there, we will walk right round the castle and see it all, said Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig had a map to find the old castle.
Wow!
The old castle is after this big round hill, he said. The old castle was not after the big round hill. Can you see an old castle? Asked Mummy Pig. Not yet, said Daddy Pig. We need to turn left after this tree. We will see it once we go past the tree. The old castle was not past the tree. How far is the castle from here, Mummy? Asked Peppa. Do not ask me, ask Daddy. He has got the map, said Mummy Pig. Not far, said Daddy Pig. We need to turn right after this round pond. The old castle was not after the round pond. How far is it from here, Daddy? Asked Mummy Pig. I think this is an old map, said Daddy Pig. I will stop the car and ask Grandpa Pig, said Mummy Pig. The old castle is just round the corner from you, said Grandpa Pig. Just round the corner, said Mummy Pig. Turn right just after the tree and then left after the pond. You can walk there if you like, said Grandpa Pig. Wow. Once Peppa and George had got to the castle, they went for a walk round it. How old is the castle? asked Peppa. It is an old castle, Peppa, said Daddy Pig. I will tell you as we walk round it. After a walk round the castle, Peppa and George were at the top. There was a telescope up there. I have 2 coins. Peppa can look in the telescope once, and George can look at once too, said Daddy Pig. George had a look. How far can you see? asked Peppa. Far, said George. Peppa had a look. How far can you see, Peppa? asked Daddy Pig. I can see as far as a car. And I can see Grandpa Pig from here, said Peppa. Hooray! Hello, Grandpa Pig. Peppa can see you in the telescope, said Mummy Pig. Hello. Once you have had a walk round, I will tell you how to get home, said Grandpa Pig. It will be easy to get back from the old castle. Daddy has got his map, said Mummy Pig. Good luck. Daddy Pig's map is as old as the castle, said Grandpa Pig. The end. Peppa Pig, Fix It, Daddy Pig. The toy is broken. Daddy Pig will fix it. The wall is broken. Oh no! Daddy Pig will fix it. The car is broken. Daddy Pig will fix it. Hooray! The screen is broken. Daddy Pig will fix it. The clock is broken. Daddy Pig will fix it. The kite is stuck. Daddy Pig will fix it. Look at that mud. Daddy Pig will fix it. Hooray! Hooray for Daddy. He is the Fix-It Pig. The end. Peppa Pig, I Love You, Mummy Pig. It was very early in the morning, and Peppa and George had woken up Daddy Pig and dragged him to the kitchen. We want to make Mummy a surprise breakfast, said Peppa excitedly. Yawned Daddy Pig. Well, I am a bit of an expert at making pancakes. Yippee! Cheered Peppa. Mummy loves pancakes. Upstairs, Mummy Pig was in bed. She could hear lots of noise. Bang, crash. Oops, Mummy! Shouted Peppa. We need you, Mummy! Mummy Pig got out of bed and went downstairs. We're making you a surprise breakfast, Mummy, explained Peppa. But it went a bit wrong. Surprise, mumbled Daddy Pig. How lovely, said Mummy Pig, smiling. Why don't you tidy up the mess, said Mummy Pig, and I'll finish the breakfast. Mummy Pig tossed the pancakes high up into the air and straight onto everyone's plates. Wow, Mummy, Peppa and George cheered. You're amazing. And these are delicious, added Daddy Pig, tucking in. After breakfast, Peppa whispered to Daddy Pig, Let's take Mummy to the beach. Great idea, Peppa, whispered Daddy Pig. It is her favourite. Mummy, cried Peppa, we're taking you on a surprise trip. How lovely, replied Mummy Pig. I'll just get my things. Mummy packed her bag. Then everyone hopped in the car. Let's go, cheered Peppa. Oh, how lovely, said Mummy Pig, stepping out of the car. The beach in the snow. Oh, sighed Peppa, it is very cold. Not to worry, said Mummy Pig. She put out nice warm clothes for everyone, and then a table, some chairs, and lots of toys. Thank you, Mummy, said Peppa. Peppa built a snow castle, while George and Daddy played catch. You relax, Mummy, said Daddy Pig. George, catch. The ball flew through the air and was about to land on Peppa's snow castle. Mummy, shouted Peppa. We need you, Mummy. Mummy Pig jumped up and caught the ball just in time. Wow, Mummy, gasped Peppa. You're brilliant. How about we have a nice lunch, suggested Daddy Pig, getting the picnic things out. But just as everyone was about to eat, there was a great gust of wind. Whoosh! The food was whipped up off the table and up into the air. Mummy, cried Peppa, we need you, Mummy. Mummy Pig grabbed the umbrella and used it to catch all the picnic food. Wow, Mummy, gasped Peppa, you're so clever. Let's throw snowballs into the sea, said Peppa after they had eaten. So Daddy Pig, Peppa and George headed off to the sea while Mummy Pig read her book. Daddy Pig and Peppa had lots of fun. But when it was George's turn, he accidentally threw Mr. Dinosaur into the sea instead. Wah! Sobbed George, watching his dinosaur float away. Mummy, cried Peppa, we need you, Mummy. Mummy Pig ran towards the water's edge. She saw Mr. Dinosaur, pulled off her coat and dived into the cold sea to get him. Ooh, she gasped, it is a little chilly. She swam over to Mr. Dinosaur, then picked him up and swam quickly back to shore. Dinosaur! Arr! Growled George happily. Wow, Mummy, said Peppa. You're so brave. Peppa, George and Daddy Pig dried Mummy Pig with towels, and soon she was nice and warm. I think it's time to head home, said Daddy Pig. Good idea, agreed Mummy Pig, packing up their things. Goodbye, Snowy Beach, sang Peppa all the way home. After dinner, Mummy and Daddy Pig helped Peppa and George get ready for bed. Then they tucked them in with a story. Good night, Peppa. Good night, George, said Mummy Pig. Good night, bestest Mummy in the whole world, giggled Peppa. Mummy and Daddy Pig headed downstairs, but just as they sat down, they heard Peppa shout, Mummy, we need you, Mummy. So Mummy Pig went back upstairs. Yes, Peppa? I love you, Mummy, said Peppa, giving Mummy Pig a great big hug. Hurry, Mummy Pig, said George, and he gave her a great big hug too. I love you both, said Mummy Pig. Very much.
Now good night, and I'll see you in the morning. This is for you, said Daddy Pig, giving Mummy Pig a present. Mummy Pig opened it to find a great big bar of chocolate inside. Ooh, thank you, she said, delighted. Then she unwrapped the bar and saw that someone had already had a little nibble. Daddy Pig, she said, smiling. Daddy Pig looked very guilty and went bright red. I love you, Mummy Pig. The end.
Peppa Pig, Mummy Pig's book. Mummy Pig is working on the computer. Please, can we play Happy Mrs. Chicken? asked Peppa. Not until Mummy Pig has finished writing her book, says Daddy Pig. After lots of hard work, I've finished my book, says Mummy Pig. Hooray! Now we can play Happy Mrs. Chicken, says Peppa. Peppa and George take it in turns to play. Well done, George, says Peppa. Oh no, I forgot to save my work, says Mummy Pig. Phew, it's still there. Let me save it now. Save, close, send. Now it will be made into a real storybook. Wow! The next morning, Mummy Pig visits Peppa's playgroup. Hooray! Thank you for coming to read your new book to us today, says Madame Gazelle. It's very exciting, says Mummy Pig. The books are so new, I haven't even opened one yet. Madame Gazelle tells the children they must listen politely. Shh. Then Mummy Pig begins. Once upon a time, there was an onion called Funny Onion, says Mummy Pig. Wow. She turns over the page, but the rest of the book is one big long number. That's not what I wrote, gasped Mummy Pig. It's George's Happy Mrs. Chicken high score, cries Peppa. Mummy Pig is sad that her Funny Onion story has been replaced with numbers. I'm sorry, children, but I can't read to you today, she says. Oh, the children sigh sadly. They want to hear about Funny Onion. Can you remember this story, Mummy Pig? asked Madame Gazelle. Yes, says Mummy Pig. Then just tell us the rest, says Madame Gazelle. OK, says Mummy Pig, closing the book and putting it down. Once upon a time, there was an onion called Funny Onion. All he wanted was to make people laugh, but he made people cry instead because he was an onion. I must learn how to be funny, said Funny Onion. I will search the world to learn how to be funny, said Funny Onion. Wow. Then he met a tomato. The tomato said, wear a funny hat. Oh. So Funny Onion wore a funny hat. But still people cried. Oh no! Next, Funny Onion met a banana. The banana said, wear some funny shoes. Oh. So Funny Onion wore some funny shoes. But still people cried. Oh no! Funny Onion was ready to give up when he met a pineapple. What do you think the pineapple said? Mummy Pig asked the children. Wear a red nose, suggests Susie Sheep. Wear a purple wig, suggests Rebecca Rabbit. Very good, says Mummy Pig. But what the pineapple really said was, do something funny. Wow. Funny Onion did something funny, and everyone laughed. The end. As the story ends, the mummies and daddies arrive to take the children home. Hooray! I have your book, Dr. Elephant tells Mummy Pig. What did you mean by 453967? Mummy Pig doesn't tell him it's George's Happy Mrs. Chicken score. Everyone loves Mummy Pig's book.
The end.
Peppa Pig, my mummy. My name is Peppa, and this book is all about my mummy. She is the best mummy in the whole wide world, and the prettiest.
Wow!
My mummy is very graceful, like a ballerina. Except when it comes to picking blackberries. My mummy can be very serious. But sometimes she can be silly too. My mummy works very hard at home. And when she's outside, my mummy is very smart.
Wow!
She knows how to read maps and then make paper aeroplanes out of them. My mummy lets me and George pretend to be grown-ups. But she's always there to hug us if we are frightened. My mummy can do anything she puts her mind to. Especially if someone tells her she can't do it.
Oh no!
The very best thing about my mummy is how she always has time to jump in muddy puddles with us.
My mummy and me. This is Mummy and me. We do everything together. I love doing things with my mummy because she can do anything.
Wow!
Great steering, Mummy.
Here are some of our favourite things to do. We love racing downhill together as fast as we possibly can.
Whee! Look out, Peppa. My mummy is super fast.
We love making little craft projects together. And enormous ones too.
Just a few more hours and we'll be finished, Peppa.
My mummy is super at crafts. We love looking for adventures together, like zooming deep down into caves.
Wow!
And deep down into snow. My mummy is a super adventurer. We love having fun together at soft play. I think her favourite part is the ball pit.
I need a little help, Peppa.
My mummy is super funny. We love dressing up together. We pretend to be lots of incredibly important people. And other things too. My mummy is a super dresser-upper. We love dancing together. We spin around and around and around and fall over. Again and again and again. My mummy is a super dancer. But most of all, we love soaring high over the mountains together. Sometimes even without a plane.
Don't look down, Peppa.
My mummy and me love doing everything together because my mummy is super mummy.
Wow!
The end.
Peppa Pig, Peppa's Bubble Fun. Peppa and George are blowing bubbles in their drinks. What noisy little piggies, says Daddy Pig. Let's blow bubbles in the garden, shouts Peppa. Mummy Pig shows George how to make bubbles by waving the bubble stick around. Bubbles, cries George. Daddy Pig makes a bucket of bubble mixture.
Wow!
He runs down the hill with an old tennis racket, making huge bubbles. Come on, everyone, cries Daddy Pig. Oh no! Daddy Pig slipped and fell. Are you okay, Daddy Pig? asked Mummy Pig. Yes, I'm fine, says Daddy Pig. Choo! Daddy Pig sneezes and makes the biggest bubble ever. Look, the bubble mixture has made the puddle all bubbly, cries Peppa. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy, bubbly puddles. Hooray!
George and the Noisy Baby. Peppa and George's family are having a sleepover at Cousin Chloe's house. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are looking forward to an early night. They've had a long journey.
Hello,
Cries Cousin Chloe.
hello.
Shouts Auntie Pig. Hello, booms Uncle Pig. Everyone makes a lot of noise in Cousin Chloe's house. They are a very noisy family.
First we'll put baby Alexander to bed,
Says Auntie Pig.
This is his bedroom.
Auntie Pig turns up baby Alexander's musical mobile.
Alexander likes noise,
She explains.
it sends him to sleep.
Peppa and George are staying in Cousin Chloe's bedroom. They are very excited.
Night, night.
Snorts Peppa. Soon everyone is tucked up in their beds, asleep. Baby Alexander is awake. Everyone is awake. Uncle Pig tries vacuuming. Auntie Pig tries playing the trumpet.
Noise is the best way to get baby Alexander to sleep,
She says. Daddy Pig has a quieter idea to try. When George was a baby, we used to put him in his pram and wheel him around the house, he says. That always sent him to sleep. Daddy Pig pushes baby Alexander in his pram. He only has to go round the house 50 times. Good. He puffs at last. Baby Alexander is asleep. Daddy Pig and baby Alexander are ready to come inside. Auntie Pig switches on the alarm. George, cries Daddy Pig, what are you doing up? Yawns George.
Noisy.
Daddy Pig takes George and baby Alexander back up to bed. He is about to turn the light off when... gasps George. Baby Alexander is awake again. It is very noisy. Daddy Pig decides to drive baby Alexander around in the car.
Don't forget to turn off the alarm,
shouts Auntie Pig. Daddy Pig forgets to turn off the alarm. The noisy house wakes everyone up. Miss Rabbit zooms across in her rescue helicopter.
Is everyone all right down there?
Yells Miss Rabbit. Yes, thank you, bellows Uncle Pig. The alarm has worked. Baby Alexander is fast asleep.
And it's all down to my noisy daddy,
giggles Peppa. The end. Peppa Pig, Peppa's Easter Egg Hunt. It is springtime. Peppa is going to do something very exciting today. Grandpa Pig made an Easter egg hunt for Peppa and her friends.
There are lots of chocolate eggs hidden in the garden,
says Grandpa Pig.
Are you ready to find them?
Yes, Grandpa Pig, everyone says.
Off you go then,
says Grandpa Pig.
But be careful not to step on my plants. We promise to be really careful, Grandpa,
says Peppa. Peppa soon finds an egg hidden in a plant pot.
I found one,
shouts Peppa. Rebecca Rabbit finds an egg under a bush. And Freddy Fox finds another in a wheelbarrow. Everyone has a chocolate egg except for Richard.
I wonder where the other eggs are,
says Grandpa Pig. Grandpa Pig puts his hat on Richard's head. When he picks it up again, a chocolate egg appears underneath, like magic. Now Richard has an egg too.
Did you enjoy your Easter egg hunt, children?
Asked Granny Pig.
We found all the chocolate eggs,
says Peppa.
They're in our tummies now,
adds Freddy Fox.
Good,
says Granny Pig.
Now let's go and see our chickens, Jemima, Sarah and Neville. They have a special surprise. But they're just boring chickens, Granny,
says Peppa.
They're not special. They have eggs too, Peppa,
says Granny Pig.
Can we eat them?
asks Freddy Fox.
No, Freddy,
laughs Granny Pig.
The eggs are about to hatch.
The baby chicks are hatching. There are 3.
Now that the chicks have hatched, it really is Easter,
says Granny Pig. Peppa and her friends pretend to be baby chicks. They all sing,
I'm a little chick singing chip, chip, chip. I like to pick up food with my beak, beak, beak. I've a fluffy yellow head and some straw for my bed. And I jump up and down singing chip, chip, chip.
The end. Peppa Pig, Best Friends. Once upon a time, Peppa's best friend, Susie Sheep, came to play.
I have something to show you,
said Susie. Susie held up a photograph of a baby sheep.
Look, it's me,
said Susie.
You're not a baby, Susie,
said Peppa, shaking her head.
This is an old photo, Susie explained. It was taken when I was a baby. Peppa snorted. She doesn't remember Susie being a baby. That was just silly. Susie pointed at Peppa. In the olden days, you were a baby too, she said. I don't remember being a baby, says Peppa. But you were, insisted Susie. Ask your mummy. Peppa and Susie raced inside. Mummy Pig was working on the computer. Mummy, cried Peppa, Susie is making up stories. No, I'm not, Susie said. Peppa told Mummy Pig about Susie's silly idea. I don't remember being a baby, Peppa insisted. But you were a baby, Peppa, said Mummy Pig. Mummy Pig pulled up a picture of a baby pig on the computer. Who do you think this is, Peppa? She asked. Peppa thought that the baby looked like her cousin, Baby Alexander. Is it Baby Alexander? She asked. No, replied Mummy Pig. That's you as a baby, Peppa.
Wow.
Peppa was surprised. She had been a baby. Peppa and Susie giggled. Baby Peppa looked very cute. George and Daddy Pig came in to see what all the fuss was about. Look, Daddy, said Peppa. That's me as a baby. I remember it, said Daddy Pig. That photo was taken on our first day in this house. What do you mean? asked Peppa. Daddy Pig told Peppa, Susie and George that they had moved into their house when Peppa was very little. We brought all our things on top of our car, he said. Mummy Pig put up some pictures, said Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig put up a shelf, said Mummy Pig. And Grandpa made us a lovely flower garden. Peppa and Susie went outside. There was no flower garden at this house. Why don't we have a flower garden now? Peppa asked. We used to, but Daddy Pig looked after it, Mummy Pig sighed. Said Daddy Pig, embarrassed. We had the wrong kind of soil for flowers. Was Susie my friend in the olden days? asked Peppa. Daddy Pig nodded. Of course, he said. You and Susie have always been best friends. Peppa wondered what game she played with Susie when they were little. Did we jump up and down in muddy puddles? She asked. No, Mummy Pig laughed. You were babies. You couldn't even walk yet. What did we do when we were babies? asked Susie. You cried. You burped. And you laughed, said Mummy Pig. Susie and Peppa giggled. It must have been so silly being babies. Baby Peppa. Baby Susie. And then you grew into toddlers, continued Mummy Pig. And you played together all the time. But where was George? Peppa asked. He was a baby in my tummy, said Mummy Pig. Peppa thought for a moment. Daddy Pig's tummy was even bigger than Mummy's. Is there a baby in there? She asked. No, Peppa, chuckled Daddy Pig. This tummy is pure muscle. Soon George was born, Mummy Pig said, and Granny and Grandpa Pig bought him a very special present. Can you guess what it was, Peppa? Peppa knew just what present it had been. Mr. Dinosaur, she cried.
Grr, grr, grr.
Daddy Pig said that little Peppa and Susie liked to do everything together. They liked to jump, dance, and run around all over the place. Then one day, said Mummy Pig, you saw something amazing. A muddy puddle. You love jumping up and down in muddy puddles together, said Mummy Pig. I still love muddy puddles, cried Peppa. Me too, cried Susie. Peppa, George and Susie looked for the biggest muddy puddle they could find and jumped right in. Daddy Pig brought his camera. Let's take a photo of you, Susie and George now, Peppa, he said. Yes, exclaimed Peppa, because Susie and I were best friends in the olden days and we're still best friends now. Little or big, Peppa and Susie will always be best friends, and they will always love jumping up and down in muddy puddles. The end. Peppa Pig, Fix It, Daddy Pig. The toy is broken. Daddy Pig will fix it. The wall is broken.
Oh no!
Daddy Pig will fix it. The car is broken. Daddy Pig will fix it.
Hooray!
The screen is broken. Daddy Pig will fix it. The clock is broken. Daddy Pig will fix it. The kite is stuck. Daddy Pig will fix it. Look at that mud. Daddy Pig will fix it. Hooray for Daddy! He is the Fix-It Pig. The end.
Hi kids, did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.